Anwar.
Let's keep it rolling. Anwar had a very
Starting
interesting tweet,
trouble.
Oh,
and
okay.
it became a topic for today. So
Mm.
Who's he talking to?
salute to Anwar for giving us content. He had a
To
tweet
Jazz
and
the
says,
rapper.
if you choking around, you lose that round. The rules is
Facts.
right there next to it has to at least rhyme. And Jazz the
Facts.
rapper says, you choking around, you lose the round. Man, hell no.
What?
If the person who ain't choke is ass and you was better, you won that round. This ain't 1999.
Oh no, Jazz.
Mm.
No. We
Let's
not about to do
let's
this
throw it to the
today.
people first. Let's talk about it. The
Mm.
people, you guys out there go
No.
first because a lot of rappers are agreeing with her. So this has created a division. It's created a division.
Mm. Is Fat Boy agreeing with Jazz?
Oh wait, this is
Okay, so you're with Jazz?
Anwar said this is my topic. Oh, this is
Yes.
correction, Anwar. This was your topic.
Here we
Uh-oh.
go.
Jazz, pack it the fuck up. I agree,
Ooh.
Ben. We're not about to do this, Jazz. And we just had a dope interview with you last Thursday. And no, we can't
Tata
do
says
this.
Clips is the perfect example for this. His choke made it feel like summer madness. Lux B Cal 3-0. Oh man, here we
Y'all
go.
get on my
Diddy rules.
nerves. Y'all get
Trostradamus.
on
There
my
you go, man.
nerves.
Yes, the Diddy rules, man. Old red
We
choke
not
twice
doing
will
this
show
battle
off
rap
and people
stats.
call that
We
a
are not
body.
doing this.
We not doing this.
No.
Surf beat Lux. So here we go. Here we go. Look
Right.
how this.
Surf beat Lux. If we go, my bad, Surf. I've been dragging you for filth since Gnome 9
Thank you for the
or Gnome
share,
10.
DC
My
Holiday.
bad.
Salute on your
My
win, by the way,
bad.
DC. I know you in the building.
Me and Jazz a couple. We
I've been
working on the
wrong.
distance
I've
part.
been wrong since 2008, y'all.
He
Every
gonna add
every one
what?
of y'all
Twerk beat
neck choke.
Swamp
My
first and
bad.
second. That is
Twerk is
we just gonna
undefeated.
change everything then.
Twerk is undefeated. Twerk beat
Definitely
Swamp.
17. Did Clips beat
Just
If
beat
Jazz's rule is
KC.
accurate, then 40 beat her then, right? Like
Right.
right? No,
40, you
friends.
good, sis.
Friends, if Jazz's rule is accurate, then we are not talking about that Miss Hustle battle with that choke that they edited out. You're gonna
correct.
There
have to
you
keep that
go.
lost then.
Correct.
Come on.
Can't talk about that.
Battle rap history has been rewritten by Jazz the rapper herself.
Nah, man, we not doing that. As bad as people want to give Nitty that win versus Sean,
No,
we're not
I
doing
ain't doing
that. We're
this.
not turning back the pages. Here's my thing.
Nah, I can't agree with you on this one, Jazz.
I
Nah.
jumped into that thread too. I want to thank Anwar for putting that thread up because it definitely caught some light. And here's the thing, with Jazz saying if that other person is ass, well, guess what? Being ass can be subjective, but you know what's not subjective? A choke. All right. We can always say, I like this person's round better, that person's round better, whatever. But we need to at least have one universal rule that cannot be argued. And being prepared, being clean is part of being a battle rapper. If not, we can just throw that out the window and just let you stumble all the way through because you had fire material and you still won. We can't. You got to keep that one universal rule at least. And nah, man, we not having it because that just opens up a floodgate and we can't do that, man. I ain't with it at all. We sticking to the old school Diddy rules. You choke, you lose that round.
I just really wish people would just stop making up their own rules, like just changing shit up to fit their narrative or to fit their favorites or their friends within battle rap. Like it's just look, this is the one rule that I feel like this is not debatable, like at all.
Exactly.
If you choke, you lose the round, period. Pooh. Like we're not this is not an argument no more. This is not a debate. This is how this shit works. If you don't want to have to worry about breaking this rule, don't choke. Do what you're supposed to do, that you know what you have to do to not choke in the battle, and you won't have nothing to worry about. But at the end of the day, it's like I'm not even about to waste any more breath that the Lord has blessed me on this day on this topic, because it is what the fuck it is, and it's gonna stay this way.
All right. Now, I do understand what she's saying about your opponent being ass. But here, Chaz, this is why we have eyes and ears. We can easily say, yo, that person was fire. clearly, if they did not choke, they would have waxed that person. They would have mopped the floor with them. We can still say, yo, this person had some crazy ass fire material. But once you choke, it's over, man. It's over.
All right, so let me chime in on this. I think about historical context when they want to go back and rewrite these things. Let's just go back to Averb versus SB in the street corner. You think if
Mhm.
Averb stumbled in that room or out in that outside in that hood, that Guardian Angels bar would have hit? We might not even have the Midwest movement if he chokes
All
that
y'all,
battle.
right? All you New Yorkers would have said, "Pack them the fuck up and send them back to St. Louis."
So
Pack them the
I
fuck.
do
This
think
is our shit.
I do think that Jazz is trying to get to a point where it's like just because you choked doesn't mean I was more entertained by the other person, and I can respect that. But just
Yeah.
because somebody's more entertaining doesn't mean they win the round. I watched Cannabis and Disaster for Cannabis, but Cannabis didn't win that battle. But I watched it for him and his arm sling and his notebook. You know what I'm saying?
30 pages of
And
rhymes.
and I guess people like infuse entertainment with the value and the structure of a battle. Like, oh, well, if this is what I remember. This is what entertained me. This is what I keep going back for. Just because it's something you go back to watch again doesn't necessarily mean it's the winner. Like, there's a lot of battles where somebody lost to me clearly, but they had my favorite round and my favorite bar in the battle. Doesn't mean they
Mhm.
won.
That's right.
So,
Hey, Miss Marla. Good morning.
and I'm also kind of disappointed that like the battle rappers that kind of defend choking are the battle rappers that can't sustain choking in their career. You think what's gonna happen if Jazz ever choked?
Oh
Which I
man.
don't even know why she's trying to even like.
Like
What
They're
what
gonna
is
have
your
a
what is
they're
your
gonna have a
motive?
parade for her, man.
Loso also agree with her, and I'm also disappointed in Loso agreeing with her.
I
He
don't give a
he choked
fuck
he
if
choked he choked
Verb
he choked
agreed with her
once in his
either.
career,
I
and he's
don't
still
give a
paying
fuck. I
for it
said what the fuck I
sometimes, right?
said.
Yeah, man. Verb tripping too, man. He was like, yeah, you know.
And that's my homie. I don't give a fuck that he agree with her. I would still say the same shit just cause my friend agreed, just cause Loso and Verb. I don't give a fuck if Murder Mook and Lux said, you know what, sis, she's right. I don't give a fuck what none of you niggas say. I don't agree with that shit. We are not debating this no more. A choke is a choke. If you choke, you lose the round.
And,
Period.
and battle rap stats, you know what I always say, man. If you gotta go
I
bar
don't
for
be worried about
bar,
it.
if you gotta say bar for bar, your man lost. All right. If you gotta go bar for bar, though, my man got that. Nah, man, he
This
lost.
is
Once you start
ghetto.
doing that argument,
This
I'm
is
sorry.
ghetto. Like, why are we even? You know what? N-word. You
Yo,
know
here's
what?
my thing. Imagine going to a
I
live.
want to know what you said to Jazz after she said that. I'm
Imagine
curious.
going to a live play and the star of the play is up there choking, forgetting words, not singing the right songs and all that. All right, if you go see the sound of music and they can't hit them joints and they forgetting words and slipping up, you're gonna be like, man, this play is trash. Why am I here sitting here watching this? This is terrible. We ain't doing that, man. Choking is not allowed, yo. That is the one universal rule that we have to stick to. I don't care.
I think too, like we should have already learned at this moment from the three tournaments that we've watched so far this year. Like I don't think anybody's won with a choke. Like if you choke in a tournament, you have to be flawless the next two rounds,
Absolutely.
which is virtually impossible.
What up,
So
dickhead?
so we're like
What up, D?
what up easy. So we're like witnessing that you just can't you kind of can't get by with a choke anymore. Like even
Yeah,
though it's happening
Fonz,
so frequently.
Oh my
yeah,
god,
Rita, Fonz choked,
this
but
is
Ace
so
Ali was
petty.
trying to start a Royal Rumble up in that joint. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
I
my
was
god,
like,
They
it's
both
on
did.
me.
They both
hey,
did.
I'm so
he
They,
sorry,
no,
choked
but
also.
they both did. But I'm talking about somebody that choked and his
Right.
opponent did it and he won.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, you got to be
Too easy.
flawless and fired. You got to be flawless and fire the other two rounds.
Shout out to Easy the Block Captain. This is news to me too, Easy. I didn't know, but according to Jazz and Loso and Verb and the rest of your peers, they all think that if you choke, you can still win the round. I'm just putting that out there for y'all. Newsflash.
I think
You
it's
know, I guess
yeah.
I don't know where the fuck I've been since '08. But I guess I've been thinking wrong this whole time when it comes to battle rap. I
That's
guess
right, Rita. These people got so used to seeing people choke that it's okay for them now.
that's what the fuck it is, Rita.
Talk, Rita,
Come on,
talk.
sis.
Can
Come
I?
on, sis.
I want to ask a
Come
question.
on,
I'm
sis.
I'm
That's
sure
what it is.
I read the
Sis.
chat while we were going through it. Everybody in the chat disagrees with Jazz's statement, but I want to ask everybody: is there a battle you can think of where somebody choked in a round but was still better than somebody else, so you gave him that round? Can anybody give me just one example?
I never gave nobody around that choke. That's why I'm like,
If
I don't even
if
want to talk about this no more.
if you can't give an example to the statement, or not enough examples to the statement, you probably think of one or two. You can't make it. It's an outlier then. Like,
The closest example would have to be O-Red and Show Off. But here's the thing: when I watch that battle and I explain it to people, I go, "Yeah, O-Red clearly was smoking the boots off of Show Off, but he still choked. So by default, he loses that. It's just like
there's okay. People are saying Clips versus Geechee,
no,
which you see people giving Clips the third. Though
no,
he choked,
no.
but the
We're not
recovery was
doing
so
it.
good.
We're
People gave that shit to Clips.
I'm
I
glad,
don't agree with it,
Anwar,
but
I'm glad that Anwar Rita's up in here because Geechee had a few choice words for Mr. Mark the Django. You know what I'm saying? By Mark giving Clips the joint and whatnot. So those are your peoples, man. Your people, them. Like Geechee was hot about that. Like we're not changing the rules for that. I understand it. Clips caught that. He turned it into a magical moment. Fantastic. We can talk about how great the recovery was, but at the end of the day, a choke is a choke.
the choke. That's what I'm saying. I think that probably will be. That's probably what she's alluding to. Is like is that.
I think
But
in the
like
history,
that's why I don't know what the rest of the conversation was.
yeah.
But X Factor versus Tom Montana.
Yo, I think in the decade of battle rap we have, I think we can name less than 5 examples of that happening. All right, and this is probably over thousands of battles we've all watched. Like, if I can only name 5 battles out of like 1,000 for a statement, maybe it's an outlier, maybe it's not accurate.
Right, and I guess
that's
another one that
too.
they brought up was Chess and DNA. Yes, Chess first round versus DNA material wise. Kind of low key had Chess with the material in that first round, but the brother was running to the back. Like, come on, man! Like getting nauseous off of eggs. Like we not doing this. Like we not up here to watch you baby noises and then puke. Like we're not doing that, man. You know what I mean? We can't do that.
Yeah, you know what I want though? I want on beat battles to come back, Vlad. Because if you choke on a beat, you can't.
You look
can't.
crazy.
And speaking of on beat battles,
yes, sir, man. Shout out to our sponsor, MC War. Log on to mcwar.com/let's talk battle rap and order that VOD. You know who's on the card. If you were here on Thursday, you saw Reggie P from ATL turning up, letting you know why he is an ATL legend. We even saw Mr. Dickhead jump in the stream and go back and forth with Reggie P. All right, so if you ain't know who he was, I'm sure you know who he is now. He will be battling Chef Trez. And we also got the legend on beats, the Loch Ness Monster. All right. Lou Sims, Sweaty Murphy. E Ness will be battling Big Terrence, Chi-Town's own. That battle is going to be fire. So it's 2 rounds on instrumentals, 1:16. The other guy spits the 16. The other guy spits the second. Other guy spits the second 16, acapella, and then back to the beats. Fire concept. It's going to be amazing. Follow them on Facebook and on Instagram, MCLC. And once again, log on to mcwar.com/let's talk battle rap. Order your VOD. Support your crew, support your family here, and show love to your fellow battle rappers at MC War. Now let's go, friends. Big Monday rolls on.
all right. So I got some more quotes here. Let me pull it up. All right. So home